252.
Well, this brings us into Halloween. Now, Halloween 1, the original, 1978, I want to say.
Yes, since it's the 40th anniversary is now.
Well, why are we dating ourselves?
I wasn't.
You led me down that road.
All right, I did. This is the one that started it all. Crazy kid grows up to be crazy man. Steals mask and knife, proceeds to ruin Halloween for a neighborhood until Donald Pleasance chews the screen sufficiently.
Quick Halloween trivia. The mask was a mask of what, JB?
William Shatner.
William Shatner.
The Shat!
Unpainted.
An unpainted William Shatner mask.
Turned inside out.
Turned inside out. So instead of Captain Kirk, turned it inside out, Michael Myers.
They saw it setting around. It was due to be painted, and they said, that's perfect.
Now, do you think if Michael Myers actually spoke, he would sound like Kirk? I'm going.
We put dramatic pauses
right now.
between the stabs.
Now, I know this is a deep cut, but did Greg Nicotero, wasn't he involved with this? Didn't he do the practical effects?
In some of them, probably. Probably in the middle, at least. I don't know about the first one.
Yeah, that's probably, well, he's probably
He came around a little bit later.
a little later. Yeah, that would make sense.
Now, Halloween 2 picks up exactly where Halloween 1 left off, right?
Yeah. That was one of the first
Michael
things to
Myers.
do that, too, wasn't it? Like, pick up directly at the end.
But and this one was actually, it was supposed to
The
be
end.
done after this. It was only
Right.
It was only a 2-hitter quitter.
And they were like, this movie's a hit. We need a part 2.
Yeah, no, because they had Season of the Witch, which had absolutely nothing to do.
Hey, it has a lot of haters, but I do like this movie. It's different.
That is one of my favorites. I watched
Are you
it 2
serious?
days ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
It's
watched,
different.
I
It's-
watch
it's-
these movies when it's not Halloween. I watch it like
Season
3
of the
times.
Witch.
Michael Myers.
There's no Michael Myers.
There was witchcraft. They were using witchcraft to kill kids.
Yeah.
Where did they get the Halloween part from?
Well, they were going to make it an anthology.
Oh.
So they were
But then this movie tanked, and they said, we're not doing that again.
But the next one
But
was
it had
supposed to
a-
be a ghost house. They didn't get that far.
See,
Okay.
that would have been good. Yeah, that's right.
But instead, we got the return of Michael Myers.
Which what nobody wanted.
Fans wanted him back.
I didn't
He's
want
back.
Yeah.
Crazy man breaks loose, grabs mask and knife, seeks out the living relatives, and kills everyone in his path.
Yeah. Well, as you do. If you're Michael Myers, you got a knife and a mask. And the jumpsuit. Love
Yeah,
the
see, I think he was extra angry at that point because he got the wrong mask and jumpsuit. He's like, what's this cheap knockoff mask? Where's my real deal? You know, we wouldn't find out till 2018 where they had that one. Yeah.
You guys remember how he got the jumpsuit?
I have no
He
idea.
killed somebody that was wearing a jumpsuit.
He escaped from the hospital, and there's a scene where Donald Pleasance finds his hospital gown in the bushes,
Yeah.
and he sees a truck, his maintenance truck is off the side of the road, and he takes off, and then the camera pans over, and you see a dead guy in his underwear.
Yeah.
That's where he got the jumpsuit.
And that jumpsuit belonged to Louis C.K.
There you go.
Oh.
You know, and that's a scene that they kind of directly paid homage to as well. If you've gone,
Yeah. It's almost like this was a remake.
it was like a remake of
Slash
bits of all
reboot.
of them put together into one new one. Yeah.
Yeah. Done well. The Curse of Michael Myers, jumping ahead to part 6.
Paul Rudd. There you go. the Michael Myers that got to kill Paul Rudd, except I don't think he did. I think Paul Rudd was the virgin girl that survived that film.
They call that the final girl in the
Final Girl,
in
yes.
the industry, which is actually a pretty good movie called Final Girls, not the porn parody.
Oh.
They get all the final girls from all the slasher movies to get together and have a
And have
retrospective
a final
album.
girl off. It was
And they do it Hunger Games style.
I saw the first two. I did not see those, but I did see H2O.
I saw
Halloween Water.
H2O.
Yes.
Really?
20
Yeah,
years. 1998?
That'd be 20.
Yeah.
Yes, so 1998.
I did like the fact that they didn't just pick up where they left off. There was a time gap. 'Cause
Yeah.
You didn't get to see old Jamie Lee Curtis trying to play someone 20 years younger.
Thank God.
Well, she wasn't that old then.
She wasn't that old then.
She was
But-
like 40. I think she's about 60 now.
But she's not running around like a high school student
Still
babysitting.
looking good, definitely.
Yeah.
So she hit those movies at 20, 40, and 60. So she's going to have to come back at 80 and do the next one.
I'm getting too old for this shit. Michael!
He's chasing her down in a walker. They're both in walkers.
Yeah.
Actually, it'd be good. They're doing the Netflix and chill. They're watching a movie. I'm tired. Are you tired? I'm tired. Let's watch this.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Game of Thrones is on.
I don't have those little tennis balls on the bottom of my walker this week, so fuck it. Halloween Resurrection.
Oh wow, I watched that.
Was this the one with LL? Oh no, Busta Rhymes.
Yes,
Busta
LL
Rhymes.
was in H2O.
Wow.
They had back-to-back
what a
rappers.
bad movie.
Yes.
Because LL was in H2O.
Right.
Busta
Yeah.
Rhymes was in this one.
LL was also in H2O when he was in the Shark
The
movie.
Shark movie, what was that? Deep Blue something.
Deepest bluest. His hat is like a shark's fin.
Yes.
You know, the only
Samuel
thing I
L.
was...
Jackson gave the best speech ever, and then got eaten by a shark.
I'm gonna die!
I'm tired of these motherfucking
Sharks in this motherfucking aquarium.
got his ass.
All right.
The only thing I loved about Resurrection was the fact it was free to watch and I didn't have to pay for it.
Free.
There you go.
You know, I
was
saw
supposed to be
it
a-
free before it was released on like some, one of the classic bootleg DVDs or whatever, and it was an entirely different cut than what actually came out in the theater. So I'm not sure which version you would find if you watched it now, if they did a switcheroo or what there.
Oh. And Bianca Kajlik's.
I loved her on Dawson's Creek.
I loved her in, was it Rules of Engagement?
Yeah.
That sitcom.
Yes.
Oh,
That was
that's
funny.
right. Yeah.
Very funny show.
She was also on the show Boston Public.
Oh, and
That's way back.
I noticed Katie Sackhoff from Battlestar Galactica. She was in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot of stars. I think it was like Miramax had to fulfill everyone's contract. Like, all right, none of you
Yeah.
people have made a movie for 2 years. You're all in Halloween this year. Okay, fine.
And I'm going to masturbate in front of you. Halloween 9.
With your consent.
Written,
Right,
written
right.
consent.
No, not what's his face? Not Weinstein. He didn't have any consent.
Yeah,
He's just gross.
No, zeroconsent.com.
I'm sorry. I forgot. It was you.
No, wait.
I
Did
put this
Louis
together. That
C.K.
was-
ever work with Weinstein? Because maybe they could have just
Yeah.
helped each other out there.
Coming this fall, Master Buddies. Yeah. So,
With a Disney
Rob
logo?
Zombie.
Not good.
Rob Zombie. He does. This is now we're going to where I was talking about before with Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
This is those last two
He
that
rebooted it.
rebranded,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, and he started throwing the backstory in, Frank.
Oh, yeah. The same thing that they did with Freddy. It's like, we don't need this backstory, and he's not supposed to be a sympathetic character that you feel bad
Right.
for.
And I think for the fans, it was kind of like either you loved it
Or you didn't.
or you didn't. It was like
Yeah.
a love it or hate it. But if you're a fan of Rob Zombie, like you said, the Devil's Rejects,
Yeah, sure. Good Rob Zombie movies, bad Halloween movies.
hated it.
Ooh, I remember that.
2 Snaps Straight Down.
2 snaps and a knife. So this brings us to 11.
Yes.
Holy mackerel.
This is
The last one.
the last one.
No, it's
No,
not. No, it's not. They've already said.
They've already said, forget all of those other movies. This is the true sequel to our first movie, and now we're moving on from here.
With a
Wow.
I just know they killed Jamie Lee Curtis's character in Resurrection, and somehow she's on the movie poster for the new
Well, because they
She's
don't
in it.
count. They undid all that.
Yeah, they don't count.
They don't count.
Ignore all
It's
that.
like what Disney did with the Star Wars books.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, forget all that stuff. It was done by other people who don't know
I
what
think
they're doing.
the worst
Thank you.
word ever made up was retcon. Because they were like, wait, we could just retcon anything we want.
What about midichlorian?
Retcon.
Well, that's why the Black Cat is currently stronger than Captain America in Marvel. Like, what? We were talking about that yesterday. Like, how would they have her ranked way up there?
I'm saying impossible.
I do not believe that the Black Cat could be a formidable opponent against Captain America. Cannot be done. No, thank you.
She doesn't even have a shield.
I'm not
I
buying
mean, even the Marvel role-playing game would tell you this is impossible. She's like 3 columns to the left, guys.
Well, I love horror movies, and I will watch anything on TV that has anything to do with teens getting butchered.
I would say going on to
Except the news, hopefully.
with all these horror movies that we talked about, it did kind of while we were going through them. When we said the Friday the 13th, which spawned off the TV series, I remember there was also a Scream TV series.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I think there was like 2 seasons of that, and we didn't even say anything about like Tales from the Crypt, Tales from the Dark Side.
Yeah,
Those are even the original.
we're gonna have to have a separate show about anthology series.
Anthology series, American Horror Story, which is actually still
excellent.
playing right now.
Excellent
It's an
show.
excellent anthology series. So yeah, maybe I know it's still Halloween. We could probably try to get it in on the next show, or maybe the one
we
after
shoehorn
that.
things.
But I gotta mention one more honorable mention. One of my favorites,
You like honorable mentions, though.
The Thing.
Oh, all
I
right.
remember that.
Okay.
Thing ring, do you?
I
Oh, wrong
love that
thing.
movie.
Our audience loves the thing, but not that thing.
Yeah, our audience loves the thing. Did you talk about John Carpenter?
No, I was thinking
Yes.
Swamp Thing. That was a good one, sorry. But that's not a horror.
No, it was not, and I'm taking you to task on what you just said. Swamp Thing was horrible.
Good. Okay.
Swamp Thing?
It was okay.
It was what? It was a movie.
What was the pig guy? Remember he turned into
You know what? It's for a younger audience. They
Yeah.
filmed some
All right.
nude scenes.
I'll
they
let
cut
it
it
go
out.
because you were probably young when you saw
Yes,
it.
very young.
Very sympathetic for the Swamp Thing. And the Swamp Thing is actually a very interesting comic book.
And like kind of a love story though too, because
Yep.
somebody, yeah.
And I love Adrian Barbeau's
Barbeau's.
acting.
There was a Swamp Thing
I love
series
Adrian's Barbeau.
for a while too.
Good. Back to the thing, though.
Sorry.
The Thing. I love the movie. I love Wilford Brimley putting his hand through someone's face.
It's the right thing.
That's right. It was just. It's one of my favorites.
Well, the guy did have diabetes.
So I had to give it an honorable
It's all
mention.
like grape nuts.
You guys got any honorable mentions that we left out?
Outside of the things that we've already talked about, I think I hit everything that I went.
Amityville Horror.
You know what?
Amityville Horror.
Oh, that's.
Get
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad we can't stay, baby. Eddie Murphy strikes again.
Okay then, so for Frank G, Simply Angela, Johnny Blaze, Ralphie D, I am Coolwater Kurt saying, always remember, if we're going to live together, we're going to have to be able to play together. The more colors, the more better. Peace and love must rule each and every time. Love knows no boundaries, and bullets have no names.
But knives do.
252.
Adonis, pull yourself together.